Welcome to the 3 to Our Way podcast, a weekly 1-hour conversation about sports, television, film, music, and current events. Real live, no sites. Hosted by childhood friends Sherm the Barber, Substantial, and Jay Cash. 3 to Our Way is as humorous as it is informative. We bring our odd perspectives on odd stories to you via YouTube and all podcast platforms. Our weekly show is pre-recorded, but you can catch us live on the first Sunday of every month. Be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss an episode. Now let's get to it.
Yeah, what's quacking out there, all you ducks? We back again for another Sunday, another 3 to Our Way podcast. 'Tis I, Sherm the Barber. We got my man Substantial in the building and Hollywood C. What is your name?
With my yak in hand, what's good?
You looking Hollywood today, man. You looking real Hollywood, man.
I gotta fit the bill. Happy Memorial Weekend to those people out there.
And indeed. Hey,
go ahead.
Before we go any further, please remember to like and subscribe. Do that right now.
Please
and
do.
If you really, really love us, hit us up on patreon.com to support us further. And now we on with the shenanigans. So how's everybody's crap ass, rainy ass Memorial Day weekend going so far?
Very low key.
Yeah.
This weather ain't letting nobody barbecue shit. So you
Right.
know what I mean? Still gonna sip my drink, but you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, man. We just been chilling, dude. You know, like not doing too much, just enjoying each other company, man. And man, we can't be out here grilling, you know what I mean? But it is what it is.
Yeah, same here. We ain't do much. Nicole and the kids went skating. I didn't go. I had to meet up with somebody earlier today, so I just hung back and chilled here. Bought a couple brews, came back home, watched the Lakers take a L.
Yes, sir.
And that's been that so far.
We gotta, we talking about that.
Oh, we gonna get into it. We definitely gonna get into it. Oh, first, before we go further, let me get my beers out the way. I got some same old joints. Just kept it good.
You got another one? You must really like that one.
Yeah, these joints are good, man. Good, nice, and you know, it is a locally available Black-owned beer company, so I can get it easily. So I'm just like, I like them, so fuck it. I just keep getting them.
Hey,
and
man,
I got another.
You gotta shout these guys out some more, man. We might get some sponsors up in here.
Yep, Sankofa and Joyhound today, man. Great beers. I love them. We got, like I said, some milk stout and a hazy IPA. And yeah, I may be slurring before the show is over.
You and me both, bro. I'm sitting here drinking this French Connection.
Oh man,
it's starting to hit. So I'm about to act a damn fool. Hey, but look,
I just got this Alexandria tap.
Oh, word?
Yum.
Oh, word. Oh, we definitely about to be off the hook now.
Lots of mouthfeel, Sherm.
He's like a gremlin. You can't feed water to a gremlin. We about to be sick of it. We about to be sick of it, this bitch. Hey man, but you know what? I miss old Bushead, man.
Right. It ain't been the same without old Bushead.
Since old Bushead.
I ain't had that joint in a minute, man.
Sherm started boycotting that joint. Like, man, you niggas.
I can't that shit no more. Fuck that.
Represent me right.
Right.
But yeah, anybody got anything special going on before?
Yeah.
For the intro.
Yeah, man. Plug some shit. So first and foremost, just want to shout out to any of the folks who got a chance to check out the new single I put out. I dropped a new instrumental joint on Wednesday called A Serene Destination. It was a production tribute to my daughters and stuff leading up to this Father's Day project, and of course the book and all of that. So yeah, man. So that's been exciting. It's been doing well and stuff. So I appreciate folks who've been keeping it in rotation. Also got notified too that the what's it called? The first copy of the book should be arriving any day now. So like the next couple of days. So super anxious to see that joint, man. We got notified yesterday that that it's in the mail. So yeah, it's go time, son. You know what I mean?
Yeah, buddy.
So, you know.
Yeah, can't wait to see that, man.
Yeah, man. Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Well, shit, you might as well keep it popping. Well, James, you got anything?
See, I don't want to say nothing because I know y'all gonna tease me.
Uh-oh.
Here we go.
I know y'all gonna tease.
What you doing? Some shirtless shit out here in these streets, man?
Scripper.
Out here bucket naked in the nude.
I might have a. See, I don't even want to say it. I might have a modeling opportunity for Fashion Week in New York, September. See,
show us the Magnum. Show us the Magnum.
This one I'm telling y'all.
Show us the 45, man. Show us the blue steel. Show us blue steel.
It's all right, man. Go ahead, get it, Cash. Hey, look, man. Who are we to stop you from being great?
I don't know what's gonna happen yet, but see, look at Johnny. See, this is why I don't talk to y'all because y'all ignorant. I'm gonna sit my yacht.
Congratulations, man.
Yeah, congrats.
It may happen, it may not happen. I was offered the opportunity, but it also conflicts with a pre-booked trip to Vegas. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it, but the fact that somebody say, "Hey, Cash, you want to do this modeling thing?" and I was like, "Oh, okay."
Man.
Hey, live your life, be great, son.
Fuck you, fuck Johnny.
Right. I was showing some.
Nah. I know you.
So
I know
negative.
you. I'm being positive right now. I know you.
I promise you, there was no jokes. I am super happy for you. I think, you know what I mean? I feel like you should do it. I mean, Vegas gonna be there. You know what I mean? Unless Army of the Dead come true, then you know that should get nuked. But other than that, you know what I'm saying? You know, I feel like, listen, man, we're not getting any younger. Opportunities like this don't come to a lot of folks, especially there's a shitload of people out here working hard as fuck to get those opportunities. So the fact that somebody hitting you up, being like, "Hey, man, you know, if you interested, you know, why not?" You know what I mean?
True.
Get your crude on, man. Get your crude on.
You know what I mean? Go ahead, let the taco meat out. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Just go ahead, show him what it's about, son. You know what I mean?
Him cute. Him cute.
Him cute.
They think I'm sexy. God. Can't tell brothers nothing.
Oh man. Yeah, but that's dope though. No, seriously, man. Definitely
Appreciate it.
Yeah,
hey,
man.
if a motherfucker hit me up for some modeling shit, you think I ain't gonna do it?
Shit.
I'm sure you would, and act a damn fool in the process. Like, that's not how we supposed to walk, Mr. Sheffield.
Get your hand off of that,
Right.
Show him off his look back. Hey, that's all sophisticated right here. Oh man.
But yeah, man, it's on you, man.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. I feel like I'm sweating right now. Hear me? All this laughter. You know what I mean? I'm out of shape. This is ridiculous.
You can't feed water to a gremlin, boy. He about to start changing right before our face.
Right. Little fuzzball's about to start popping out his head.
Terrible. You know what I mean? So look, you know, yeah, man, lots of dope stuff. I've been checking out this week. I'm gonna just kind of breeze over some things real quick before I get to the main stuff. But finally got a chance to deep dive into the new season of Castlevania on Netflix. Really dope anime joint. If you haven't checked it out, please do so. If you love anime and you also love the old school game Castlevania, right up your alley. Definitely not kid friendly.
I was ready to say not around the kids, please.
Yeah, not around the babies, because all types of action. I'm pretty sure the last episode I watched there was a menage. So yeah, it's shit is going down. That show ain't for everybody, but the show is a quality show. Yeah, man. So definitely worth checking out. Something else that's been out for a minute and has been on my list, and I finally got a chance to see. And it's not one of my main topic joints, but I definitely want to recommend it. The movie Nobody. Hey, Nobody. That joint is hard as shit. Like, it's not a groundbreaking action movie in any sense. But what it is just, it's a lot of fun, top to bottom.
Oh, Nobody. I'm tripping.
The actor who played, from Better Call Saul. We also know him from Breaking Bad. Better Call, man. Listen, trust me. If you like a good ass action movie, it's right up your alley.
Yeah, it is a very fun movie. That joint is
90
very
minutes,
fun.
man. 90 minutes of
Nobody.
dope.
That's on which platform again?
No, it's in theaters. But I'm sure you have your ways.
Yeah,
right. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but yeah, I finally got a chance to sit down and watch that. It's an excellent film. I definitely recommend that joint if you have not seen it yet. And then Johnny says to check out Dota 2, Dragon's Blood. That's what's up. That popped up on my feed as well. I will check it out, Johnny. Good looking out. But yeah, man. But let me
dive. Looking, Johnny. 5-0's right behind me. Let me act like I know where Get Ghost.
Let me see. Oh,
man reference for those who ain't know.
Yeah, son. So let me bring this up on the screen, get y'all hip real quick to probably the most important and powerful thing that I saw this week. I am super excited about what's happening in the Bronx right now. For those who do not know, the Universal Hip Hop Museum officially broke ground this week in the Bronx, New York, at Bronx Point. What we're looking at on the screen right now is just a mock-up of how it's going to look. One of the dopest things that's happening with this project, besides the fact that they're creating a dope museum to celebrate hip-hop culture, is also the fact that the buildings that you see going over top of the museum, that's actually affordable housing for that community. So that's super dope, super dope as well.
I'm looking at the movie theater too.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's gonna be a theater and all of that there, man. And like I said, affordable housing built over top of the museum. Super dope. That's huge for that community. You know what I mean? It was really, really dope to see how many Black and brown politicians were involved as well. And of course the allies that came out and to support too, man. It was just, listen, for anybody who want to check it out, just go on YouTube and search Universal Hip Hop Museum. You can follow their YouTube channel. I highly advise you do that so you can stay in the loop of all of the different things that they're doing. They had a really dope panel the other day where it was like hip hop and motherhood, where they basically were just talking to different different women in hip hop and them talking about their experience of juggling the culture along with being a mom and all of that. So they're doing all types of dope stuff, like really kind of giving a fuller scope of what hip hop culture is all about. And so I'm super excited. I'm doing my best to see how I can get involved with what they're doing as well, as someone who likes to kind of pride myself as a slight hip hop historian. So yeah, man. Yeah, definitely, Cash. Definitely we got to make that field trip. Yeah, man. So just the hip hop head in me, it's nice. It's been dope over the years to see hip hop in museums in different ways, like kind of sprinkled in here and there, but to know that we're going to have our own place. And as one of the people mentioned, like not a storefront somewhere, and that's no slight to anybody who's been trying to preserve the culture, but a full building dedicated to the culture. And to quote Fat Joe as well, man, one of the dopest quotes that came out of that event, Fat Joe was just like, hip hop is the only true natural resource of the United States. You know what I mean? Like he was like, look at like all the jobs that is created, right? Like look at the opportunities and stuff that have been presented and how people have been able to lift themselves up out of poverty with this thing that started from almost nothing. So yeah, man, like dude, I was in this joint leaking. like watching that joint. You know what I mean? Because I remember when, like, at times before I knew y'all, and I knew y'all for just since sixth and seventh, or fifth and sixth grade, actually.
Fifth and sixth, get it right. God damn.
I'm struggling. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, we getting up there, Cash. You know what I'm saying? 5 gray hairs kicking.
Dealing with your ass for a minute.
Right. I know, right? And so, but yeah, man, like being in love with the culture from as young as like 4 or 5 years old, like, trying to break dance and on cardboard in these little towns and cities we live here, like in the DMV area, where hip hop wasn't on the streets the same way it was up there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's true.
And so being somebody who's loved it as long as I have, man, to live long enough to see something like this is a beautiful thing, man. And I'm super excited. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I just quick sidebar. Johnny ain't shit. You know what I mean? You see the comment. You see what I got to deal with, but I'm
Stutter Stanchill Sunday. Stutter Stanchill.
Yeah, man. But
it's that water, man. It's that water.
It's that water, man. That shit's strong, B. It's strong. It's strong. It's strong. You got a whole lot of strength. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't tasted nothing till you taste that Alexandria Poe.
Right.
Yeah, right.
But and so the other thing, man, I wanted to jump into, shift gears. So this is a show that my wife and I watch all the time, man. That I like. If you love a good sketch comedy show, I highly recommend to check out a Black Lady Sketch Show. I still, like I mentioned before, this season, I don't know if this season was better than last season. But like it definitely got better toward the end of the season. I highly recommend you checking it out. Shout out to
I'm really surprised that HBO's carrying it instead of Comedy Central.
Man, actually though, it's kind of not surprising, because if you look at the type of programming that HBO has been putting up, and they've been putting a lot of dope Black programming up, man. Like, I mean, look at this.
That's what I meant last week. They killing it right now.
Yeah, I mean, because you look at the success of Insecure, right? And you know that like she's Issa Rae is bringing over a ridiculous amount of people, in terms of like audience or whatever to HBO. Like not just the fact that HBO has a huge audience, but in terms of like Black people who are maybe more watching more of the programming that's happening there now, more so than they were prior to that show. Because that show is hugely popular in our community, right? And then she's executive producer on a Black Lady Sketch Show. So you got that as well. Another show.
LeBron got a joint on there too, the barbershop.
Yep, the shop joint. Yep, that's on there. And then
a lot of black featured stuff that's on there now.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's a lot of quality programming on HBO, man, that I highly recommend everybody check out. Another joint, and this is my last thing I just want to point out. What was it? I think it's on HBO.
Real quick though, can I ask you, the woman in the front of the pic, who is she?
Oh, the main woman, that's her name is Robin Thede.
Does she have any history?
She's the co-creator.
Okay.
She was on she had her own show at one time too, right?
I think so. I gotta look it up though.
Yeah, she had her own show for a brief span of time.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Yeah, but she kills it, man. Like that character that I showed you off before we got started or whatever. As funny as that intro was, because that's literally how the season started, right? But she has another one where she does Black Table Talk, right, with red, black, and green and stuff. She does Black Table Talk, and she had what's her name on there? Oh my God, Gabrielle Union as her guest, bro. Oh my God! Is
that a kind of play on the Jada Pinkett Smith?
Yeah, the Red Table Talk joints. Yeah, man. It's hilarious though. But she's just getting on her because she there promoting her book, and she was like, "What, sister? You read? You write? like what I mean? Just ridiculous stuff, dog. Talk about getting on her because she work or whatever, and then she talk about her man and his 8 wives and stuff. Like, hey, yo. All the time, hey man, it's all the tomfoolery, dog. Like, It's definitely me and the missus, like probably our favorite or one of our favorite shows on HBO when it comes around. It's super short though, 30-minute episodes. Usually the seasons are like maybe six episodes, something like that. So it's really short. But yeah, man,
it's kind of like a pilot series.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's well, no, because it just did its second season, you know.
Okay.
But yeah, man, and the last quick recommendation, if you're not familiar with the comedian Sam J, yo, check her out. She's super dope. She's a writer on SNL, but she just started a new show on HBO as well. And it's just a show. Imagine if we did a get together at one of y'all places or my place, and then the camera was just on while we were having like the type of conversations that we have, right?
Moments.
But then what they do is while those conversations are happening, while they're having those conversations and kind of getting into it about certain touchy subjects, they then cut to like her talking to different people about that particular thing, like people who are like in that particular situation or have experience with it, right? And so like they talk about cancel culture, and then they talk to somebody who's like a fixer, right? And like, dude, it's a super dope show, man. But yeah, Sam J, and the show is called Pause. So definitely check that out. And that is it. You know what I mean?
I feel you.
Yeah, son.
Stickity stuff. Real quick, Sherm, before you start your segment, rest in peace, Paul Mooney.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah,
bro.
Yeah, man.
A legend, a comedic legend. Some of your funniest stand-up, some of your funniest stand-up sketch comedy. He was behind the scenes doing his thing, man.
Yes.
Rest in peace to a legend, Paul Mooney.
Yeah, man. Go.
Yes, sir.
All right.
About to shed a single thug tear over here, son. Yeah, man.
All right. Well, that's a great segue into my segment. A little bit of somberness, but I'm going to talk about a shoe now. So I don't know how that transitions, but it's going to today.
My bag.
It's going to transition today. So I guess a soul for a soul. I don't know. That's probably a bad joke.
A soul for a soul.
Just forget I said that. Just leave that out. We're going to edit that. We don't edit. This is live, and we're going to edit that out. So yeah, first and foremost, just to backtrack on a previous episode where we had the brother Brian Robinson on here talking about his collaborative shoe effort and business endeavor, or however you want to refer to it, with Vans called Foot the Bill. So after a long ado, this shoe was ordered on April 20th, and I just got it. What was that? Yesterday or day before yesterday?
Yeah, Friday.
And I'm happy. I am so incredibly happy with my purchase. That there, ladies and gentlemen, is a motherfucking shoe. Look at that. The other shoe says create
every day.
Look at that. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, he put his foot in that joint.
He put his foot in it. I see what
he
you
put his foot
in that joint.
So I designed this. So his contribution is the graphic here, the graphic on the side. He contributed that, as well as the words on the back. But you can customize it however you want. So you can actually change the words as well. But so this is my rendition of the Black Genius Art Show Vans Skate High. I call it the Black Power. That's why there's a lightning bolt on the bottom, power, and the red, black. You see the red, black, and green, and the black, green, and yellow. Yeah. And then I didn't even really notice, but I have red, yellow, and black. Whose colors are those? Merlin. That wasn't even intentional. So yeah, this is definitely my favorite shoe right now. Shout out to Black Genius Art Show. If you want them, Unfortunately, it's too late. They're gone. The sale is over. The endeavor is over. Everything's done. So if you don't have them, you can always go. You can order from him though. He has a website. You can definitely order some gear. You can't order the shoes, but you can cop some gear and some art from him all day long. And I definitely suggest doing that. I got like 2 or 3 joints in here plus gear. So yeah,
it's a good thing we all wear size 13 because
nothing. Nothing.
What's that over there? Whoops.
Right.
You will never step foot in them joints, man.
Wrong with your TV, Sherm.
Oh, Sherm, look, I got mine the other day, man.
I'll take a life. I'll straight take a life.
Just came in the other day, man.
Cash pretty much saying he's like, this is why we maintain our friendship with you. You know what I'm saying? We all can get Sherm shoot.
Them joints never going anywhere ever.
When you like they do with them Jordans,
right?
What's your shoe size? What size of them? I had to tell my son the other day. If anybody ever asks you what size of them, just know you about to fight because that's code for you about to get robbed.
Right. Or if somebody just put their foot up next to yours and don't say much. You know
just look at you.
Personal space.
What's your size?
I had a student who got robbed like that, man, right before school, middle school kid, man. Came to school and he came to school in like slider joints. And of course, you know, he got dragged for that because you can't come in the building like that. And then when he told folks what happened, it was just like, oh damn.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah, great. It's like, yeah, how you in the whack party, it's like the Bama's like cold as hell for robbing him, but a borderline nice because he gave him his slippers. Like,
shoes, bro.
Oh man, he's like, you know, it's cold out here, man. Here you go.
We ain't gonna send you away with nothing, little homie. Here you go.
Yeah, man.
They Crocs too, little nigga.
Right, yo. It's cold world out here, yo. So y'all be careful. You know what I mean?
Man.
But yeah, Sherm, what else you got, man?
So yeah, up next we got the music for the week. We have a special release. We got the Dmx Exodus album.
Mm-hmm.
It is a good album for what it is. Mm-hmm. It is not going to be on my favorites. It is not going to be anything that I revisit a whole lot. There are some tracks on there that I do enjoy, but you know, it's post career X, and it's a lot of old tracks on there. I was very, very happy to finally hear the track that they leaked on Instagram or YouTube or whatever, wherever they released it. It was released everywhere, where they were in somewhere with Swiss, and Swiss played this song, this crazy ass beat with Nas X and Jay-Z on it, and then you never heard of it ever again until now. It's on this album.
Yes,
so I was happy to hear that. The first track definitely is hard. The track with the
Locks.
No, with Benny the Butcher. Griselda the track.
Griselda and Benny the Butcher.
Both Nas joints are hot. You know, it's a good album. It's like I said, it's not the greatest. I will say it is a good album because I appreciate this album because, you know, we lost X. So I appreciate getting this album posthumously to enjoy in his absence. So yeah.
Plus, like, you know, and it's important to note too that it was a good amount of it was done before he passed away. So, like, you know, it's important to point that out because I think a lot of times when this happens, people feel like you know, folks are kind of rushing to put it together and then get it out there to capitalize on the moment. But this was something that was already in the works. And as Sherm pointed out, like some of the material that was on there had actually been done for quite some time. You know what I mean? But here's a quick question we got from Warpath. He wanted to know what our favorite DMX song was.
We did that on the segment already.
Yeah, we did.
What was your answer?
My answer is probably going to be different from. I thought we had done that, but my answer is probably going to be different.
Right. I think what I said was my favorite song, or
go to my notes.
I think I said "Get At Me, Dog" was one of my favorite joints, mainly because of how that beat come in, man. Every time I hear that beat, yo, I'm like, "What my dogs?" Hey, chills, bro. Yeah, man. But I got a couple favorite joints. I know Steph just pointed out "Who We Be." That was crazy as well. That joint was nuts. How about y'all?
I'm over here trying to hope you was going to keep talking so I could go to DMX's albums.
I forgot what I said.
One of my joints
pointed out, "Stop Being Greedy." That's another great one.
One of my joints is "Slipping."
Oh yes, "Slipping." Oh my god.
Yeah, I kind of like when X was kind of like I liked him more when he wasn't growling. Like, when he was growling, I thought, it's dope too. But like when he was chilling and like really telling the story and really getting into some deep shit, that's the X I like the most. So "Slipping" is definitely one of my favorite joints from him.
Yeah, I'm slipping for not remembering that because that's hands down the joint from him I play the most.
Ooh, another one, "Let Me Fly." I forgot all about that joint. See, my answer is going to change. My answer is always going to change. Either "Let Me Fly" or "Give Me Death." Let my soul rest, take my breath. If I don't fly, I'm gonna die. However that shit go. Yeah, I really like that joint.
That's what's up.
Yeah, but how y'all feel about the project?
I mean, I think it was good. Posthumously, isn't that what you said earlier?
Posthumously, yeah.
Posthumously, this motherfucker. Yeah, I think it was a good album. I don't know how much replay value I had with it, if that makes any sense. The features were solid. The beats was dope. I can't front. The beats was amazing. It was solid for DMX, who we haven't really heard a good album from in a long time. So I like the album. Y'all still in Warpath Thunder. He called "Slipping" first. Oh, my bad.
And for those who don't know, Warpath is Mugen. You know what I mean? OG. He a OG.
What up, man?
Oddball. You know what I mean? OG supporters. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. I think I'll say this, because I always have concerns with projects like this released after an artist passed. I'm always happier about it when I find out that it was something that was kind of already done or close to being finished. And we had a lot of examples of that, like with Biggie's Life After Death album. And then you think of
Born Again album. Life After Death was recorded before he died. It was the Born Again.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that there are albums that come out after the person died.
Oh yeah.
Before they die, and it's because it feels like their vision was at least completed. Where you sometimes have, and then sometimes there are joints that are almost done. Right, what's Dilla's joint? Was it
Shining?
Yeah, The Shining. That was, I think, 75 or 85% done before Kareem Riggins came in and finished out the rest of it. You know what I mean? But I think it's important, man. For if the album bears their name, it's important for them to be able to complete or nearly complete their vision, so it still feels authentic. And I definitely feel as though, we got the authenticity that X always gives us, right? Of course, I mean, with me being the snob I am when it comes to rap, you know what I mean? It's my expectation for bars are what they are, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, there were certain moments where it was where I dug the verse, and other moments where it's I could have been better. But I think in terms of what my expectation was going in to the record, I kept my expectations were kind of low because I just really didn't know what to expect. And so, but yeah, I was pleasantly surprised. I feel like they did a good job on the production. Remember when we talked about this last time? I feel like that's one of the things that X had amazing singles, but I felt like a lot of the album production in his past projects weren't always as grand and as dope as he was. You know what I mean? But like, I mean, but this dude is always giving us killer singles. So I feel like there was some great, definitely a lot of great moments production wise on the record. Swiss definitely put his foot in a lot of the shit that was on there that he produced. And some of those smoother joints were that really we're not accustomed to hearing X over. Like, I didn't love the song per se. Like, I didn't necessarily love the joint with him and Snoop, but that beat and how they chopped that sample, that shit was fire. You know what I'm saying? That shit was fire. But yeah, that shit was a little filthier than I anticipated. Right, you know what I'm saying? But Early was pointing out Big L's posthumous album too. Yeah, that was another great one. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. But rest in peace, DMX, man. I appreciate them ending it with the prayer too. That joint, it's moments like that. It's like, you could feel it's almost like they're in the room with you, you know what I mean? And you hear all the people responding to him and shit like that. You feel like a flower on the wall in that moment. So that was a powerful way to end it. But yeah, man, those are my thoughts though. You know what I mean?
So now what we're gonna do here,
okay,
is we're gonna address some bullshit.
Oh, here we go.
I had an interesting conversation with an interesting individual. We won't say who. Mm-hmm. But this individual feels some kind of way about his team's performance in the NBA playoffs.
Here we go.
And in response to his feelings about his team's performance, he throws a single player under the bus. I'm like, wait a minute. Did we just go back to 7th grade? Did this Bama just say, get Duncan Robinson out of here? No. Get the whole team out of here. Get Eric Spoelstra the fuck out of here. I forgot who's but man, somebody can, man, I just couldn't.
Because Duncan Robinson is your starting shooting guard, and he gave you 2 points in a must-win game 3 and 5 points in a must-win closeout game 4.
It's a whole team.
Bruh, no. I mean, I know it's the whole team ultimately because you don't lose individually, but he's a walking foul. He had 2 points in game 3. He had 5 points in game 4. You cannot win that way. I don't give a shit who you are. That's role player.
Have great games.
That's role player points, dog. That's role player. You got role players that come on.
They weren't ready, man.
Off the bench giving you 20.
Bro, they were still bloody on the inside, man. They need to cook longer, man. They wasn't ready.
No,
they just wasn't ready. The whole team just was not ready, man.
No, don't get me wrong. The Heat didn't improve in the offseason. Everybody else did. Like, you got Drew Holiday, one of the best defenders in the league. He signed. You got PJ Tucker, a big body who can hit from the wing. He signed. You had what's the Bama name from Forbes. I don't know where this motherfucker came from. So they got better. I can't front. They got better. But your starting shooting guard is supposed to give you more than some 2 and 5 points in must-win games. But listen, I've been arguing Duncan Robinson way before the playoffs. The fan base is in love with this dude. Oh, he can hit threes. Oh, he's like,
that's all he's there for.
Yeah, but that's the problem. That's when that 3 is taken away from you. You got to have something else in your repertoire, and that's what he is. He's a one-trick pony. If he's not hitting that 3, he can't create his own shot.
So the problem is
the floor, and he's a walking foul. He's a
that is a coaching problem. Eric Spoelstra, yes, it is. Eric Spoelstra does not know how to coach a team like this. Eric Spoelstra is used to superstars. He does not know how to deal with a team full of role players. He doesn't know how to do it. If he were coaching them better, first of all, Duncan Robinson is nobody's anything but a spot up 3-point shooter. If you expect anything else from him, you are expecting the wrong thing. And you need him to do more because the team, like, y'all really don't have a whole lot for real. Y'all really don't have a whole lot. Y'all got good players. Y'all have good.
Wait. You just said
y'all ain't got but one killer.
You just said y'all don't have a whole lot. That means it's a roster problem. It ain't a coaching problem. He's doing the best he can with the players that he has.
I'm talking about in this venue. I'm talking about in a playoff setting. He doesn't know how to coach this in a playoff setting. During the season,
I start you at shooting guard and you give me 2 points. What other avenues do you have outside of that? You just said you don't have a whole lot. So what is that saying?
He should have done something else, man. I don't know. Duncan Robinson is not the whole team.
We crapped out with Victor Oladipo. He was injury prone before Miami. He got injured 4 games while playing with Miami. He was out for the rest of the year. Duncan Robinson is not the answer. He needs to go. Miami has 5 players under contract right now. Bam Adebayo, Jimmy Butler, Casey Okpala, Tyler Hero, and I forgot who else.
Tyler Hero need a heart check.
No, Tyler Hero he's a second-year player, man. He's a second-year player. What you expect from the dude? What you expect from the dude?
I'm just saying he need a heart check. That's not a bad thing. He just need a heart check.
Here's the thing. Tyler Hero, right? He don't start, but he comes off the bench and gives you more than your starting shooting guard.
I was going to say, I actually think Tyler Hero is better than Duncan Robinson.
He is better.
I think he's a far better asset than Duncan Robinson is.
This is why I went in the way I did the other night on a text, because I'm like, it starts with him. Duncan Robinson like he's starting with the next high school. Exactly. Yeah, he's definitely Jimmy Neutron out that bitch. The issue I have with him is that he gives you nothing else. The thing that I want them to do in the offseason is if they can't land Kawhi, which they're trying to pull him away from the Clippers. He went home with a purpose. He could have stayed with Toronto if it was all about winning. He could have stayed where he was, but he wanted to go back home. You know what I mean? So he goes back home. It's going to be hard to kind of get that guy to go from back home in California to way on the East Coast again, to move to Florida and play for Miami. So to me, that's a far stretch for that team. But they need to go out.
Wait, who are you talking about?
We're talking about Kawhi because he's a free agent. He's a free agent, and right now since we're here, let's go ahead and get into it.
Oh, we are. This is dog. It was already passed. It was such a smooth pass because that's what I do. If this was basketball, that's kind of the type of shit I do.
Motherfuckers magic out here. You know what I'm saying? You magic out here. All right, but anyway, so yeah, the Dallas Mavericks right now is looking to go up 3-1 on the Clippers. If they win that series, it's blow it up time. Yeah. And the reason why I say if is because he's questionable for tonight's game. Luka, he's questionable for tonight's game. Yeah. So if he doesn't play, it's a good chance that the Clippers tie the series at 2-2. 2-2, anything can happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but if he does play and he cooks these motherfuckers one more time, it's pretty much over. You know what I'm saying? So I think if they do pull this series off, and then when I say do, that means that Luka will be the reason why the Clippers are disbanded. Like
even if the Mavs don't pull it off, I think this shit is still done.
Yeah,
it's not as extraordinary as it should be.
Because playoff P gonna playoff P regardless. That's one thing that I'm so disappointed at. You know what I mean? Like Paul George is all world in the regular season. I don't know what it is about the postseason. But yeah, Johnny, Luka's 90% of the team. But if Paul George if he don't get his shit together, like
you can't say Luka is 90% of the team. No, that's kind of offensive. Luka got some players. Luka ain't doing that shit by himself. Man.
But the guy on Dallas that I think that Miami should go after, and this is why I started with them, is Tim Hardaway Jr. His father played for him. He can play defense. He can create his own shot when that 3 ball is not falling, he's the perfect replacement for Duncan Robinson. Get his ass up out of here. And Tim Hardaway Jr. me. That's what I want. Tim Hardaway Jr. me. That's right. Magic Johnson. Anyway, so yeah, that if they upset them, which it would be an upset, it kind of ends it. Paul George is probably there to stay, but I don't think Paul George and Kawhi Leonard can last much longer playing together. It's just not. It ain't really working. They don't scare nobody. The so-called defensive.
They don't mesh.
Yeah, they don't. He just needs a teammate to hit them shots and they're not consistent and then play. They play in streets and they're other hot and super cold. Yeah, and Paul and Porzingis need to be gone too. He's basically like he's so inconsistent. Yeah, exactly. Tim Hardaway is Dallas' number 2 player, and you would think it would have been Kristaps Porzingis, but he's so inconsistent that he can't be. You know what I mean? So, that is what it is. But I'm looking forward to that. I really am. I kind of want that series over.
Who is KP?
Kristaps Porzingis.
Oh, Kristaps playing like
we call him crispy potato chips.
You said crispy potato chips?
Yeah, crispy potato chips. In the most alarming news, though, Anthony Davis went down today with a groin injury. Yeah, and that allowed Phoenix Suns to tie the series up at 2-2 going back to Phoenix. This is big, dog, because without Anthony Davis, without Anthony Davis, they will not make it through that series, And if they don't make it through that series, you're gonna hear a whole lot of shit talking from the MJ crowd,
bruh. It's gonna be so much money lost though. If LA don't win this series, it's gonna be so much money lost in Vegas.
Oh my God, yes. And
my God.
And I mean, like Birdman hands going in. I swear to goodness, because all these years, the one thing you kept hearing, LeBron never lost in the first round. Jordan got 6 rings, but Bron never lost in the first round. Jordan got swept in the first round.
Now, I'm going to play devil's advocate, and I'm not like, I don't love LeBron. I love him as an athlete. Like, I love him as a person, but his certain things about his personality I don't care for.
You mean like every time he hurt his vagina?
Huh? You said what? You said he hurt his vagina.
You don't like every time he hurts his vagina?
Dog.
every time he get fouled, he fall on the floor.
Bro, this dude, his antics. Oh my God. See, you got me. You throwing me off. I was trying to make a point in his favor. You got me.
Trying to be nice. I'm trying to be me. Fuck that.
Look, man. The dude is like in his defense. He is doing this in the latter portion of his career. So if he does get knocked out in the first round, at this point in his career, like the dude has been playing, he's been in the NBA since he was 19 years old. So, I mean, I know. I'm just playing devil's advocate, man. I'm just saying.
Hey, if it happens, it's nothing. Listen, I'm gonna lose some friends. I'm gonna lose a lot of people. I'm gonna lose a lot of people saying, "Oh, you a hater?" No, I'm not a hater. Fuck y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's basically. I've had to hear this for so long, bro. So long.
You just waiting for this Bama to get knocked out first round.
I mean, what you want credit for getting knocked out in the first round when you lose so many times in the finals, bro? Like,
no, I'm not saying give him no credit. I'm just saying if they don't make it through this, LeBron is. Oh, excuse me, God, dog. LeBron is definitely old at this point, man. And I would have to say the dude is amazing. He's amazing. Okay. He's quite the breezy.
All I'm gonna say,
he's quite the court breezy, but the dude is amazing.
All I'm gonna say is he caught a dunk off the backboard today. Y'all can kiss my ass with all that old talk, okay? Because I don't want to hear that shit. He old, man. This motherfucker still arm way above the rim, head damn near near the rim.
Michael Jordan was still dunking in his 60s.
Huh?
Michael Jordan was still dunking in his, late 50s, early 60s?
That's because he's the GOAT. What we moving on to? That's because he's a motherfucking GOAT, bitch. That's why he's still doing it. Ain't no y'all can't. You don't make excuses for Michael. They didn't make that same excuse for Michael Jordan when he played with the Wizards. I'm not letting up shit when it comes to LeBron. Okay, at all. Okay, let his ass get put out this first round and see how ignorant I am. Next Sunday's segment is gonna be off the damn chain if LeBron James don't make it out that first round. I'm telling you. I'm gonna open and close that same fucking show. I'm gonna be off. I'm gonna be ignorant as hell. I'm gonna be ignorant. Let me sip my yak. All right.
You good now, man?
Right. I'm damn good.
Right.
So what do you think? So let's get on to the other portion of the playoffs, man. What do you think about some of these other series?
I think the
What do you think about? Huh?
I'm gonna sum it up real quick. Memphis is fighting hard against Utah, but ultimately Donovan Mitchell is fucking amazing, dog. He's a superstar to look out for.
Hey, but don't take nothing away from Michael Conley though.
And
that boy clutch.
Conley too. Conley is solid.
He clutch.
Yeah, he's definitely clutch. You know what I mean? And he got heart. I love that dude.
I didn't know he was that small, man.
Oh yeah.
He played like he played so big. I did not know he was that damn small.
Yeah. But I want to win or lose, which I think they're going to lose. Shout out to Ja Morant.
Dog, that young boy nasty.
I love watching him play, dog.
He is enjoying this shit so much, man.
Yeah, he's a.
You can tell he appreciates this opportunity to play in the NBA. You can tell that shit.
He reminds me of a throwback cast from PG County. Ain't scared of shit. Gonna go at you. Gonna talk shit. Gonna try to posterize your ass. I love watching this dude play basketball. You know what I mean? Some of his teammates I can't stand. I hate their ass, but I will watch Ja Morant play basketball. So ultimately, I don't think they win that series. On the East, of course, my team got knocked out by a team that just was better, hands down better this season. Right now, Brooklyn is up against Boston. I think that they wrap that up in the next two games.
Bruh.
I'm looking forward to seeing that second round match.
I feel bad for them, man.
For who?
For who Celtics? They playing?
The Celtics?
The Celtics, man.
I don't feel bad for them.
Bro, man, they getting their boots smoked, man.
Fuck Boston.
That is the most, like, it's to the point where I have not watched a Brooklyn game this whole season because I don't see a point. I don't see a point in watching Batman, Superman, Moses, Jesus, like it's pointless. This shit is pointless.
This nigga said Batman, Superman, Moses
and Jesus, man.
It's
a motherfucking superhero party out there. That shit ridiculous.
Yeah, man. Boston is fighting right now, like they down 7. But ultimately, like, it's inevitable. You know what I mean? You can fight and flail all you want. You know what I'm saying? These dudes about to wipe their ass.
Man, Thanos got the chokehold on him, man.
Exactly.
Going on, man.
Yeah. So, I'm looking forward to that second round because Brooklyn would then play Milwaukee. Philly is going to finish off, and this is going to segue into my next part. Philly's going to finish off Washington this week. There was an incident that happened where Russell Westbrook was leaving the arena in Philadelphia, and he had a fan throw popcorn on him.
And his wasn't even the worst.
Nah, he had a fan throw popcorn on him. And then in the New York and Atlantic series, there was a guy as Trae Young was in
a white person.
Ball. Yeah, he spits on Trae Young.
A white man.
I got a major problem with that. And I want to say this, and I don't want to be long on it. The reason why they think that they can do certain things to that is because they don't see and respect athletes as human beings first. They think that they're just porch monkeys that play basketball
for the entertainment.
Yeah, and that you hear, and because I bought a ticket, that validates me to be as disrespectful as I want to be. I can spit on you. I can throw stuff at you.
I mean, you hear people say it. A lot of ticket purchasers feel like they're paying their salaries, and it's like, nah.
Yeah, and you're not. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. Somewhere down the line, attendance does play a role in it, but you have no right as a fan to disrespect another. First of all, you ain't got no right as a human being spitting on another human being.
Hey, but James, hold on though. We've seen through this pandemic that the fans really aren't needed. So while they out there being privileged and entitled, we saw a whole NBA season occur without fans while they out there fucking around being disrespectful.
Absolutely. And wouldn't it be awful for you know how they say rules ain't made for those that follow the rules, it's for those that break the rules. Wouldn't it be a bitch if they said, amen, Steph, amen. Wouldn't it be a bitch if they said, you know what, since y'all don't know how to act right, we just not gonna have no fans in the playoffs, so we're not gonna have no fans for a while. You know what I mean?
Or they cut that first few rows of seats off and say, shit don't start till 300.
Yeah, you can't be this close no more because a couple idiots are fucking it up for everybody. You know what I mean? So if you're a fan out there and you want to do those things, you know what I mean? You know, stay your ass home. You know what I mean? Yeah, right. And then when they go malice in the palace, it's I can't believe these players did that. I can't believe they lost their cool. You gotta respect these people as men first. You know what I mean? Before you start acting like you can spit on them and throw shit at them, because you know if you touchable, anybody can get got. We all know that. You know what I'm saying? You better act like
let Russ go. I wish they'd have let Russ go and head up there like what was my man name? What was it? Xavier McDaniels?
Yeah, Xavier McDaniels and Meta World Peace and Jackson.
It was one more.
Who else was it?
It was one more.
That whole Indiana squad, they just went wild at the Palace. They was throwing. You know what?
I'm sorry, man. I thought that was one of the shining moments in NBA history, man.
I was mad.
I thought every one of them fans, especially when my man O'Neal, what was it, Jermaine O'Neal? He was sliding punch. Oh man, that shit was classic, man.
Wasn't it clean?
That was oh my god.
I was like, rewind.
And he didn't even do it on purpose. It's like it was just meant to be like, yeah, you're gonna have to lower yourself to get to this guy. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna knock your knee out right quick so you can get a good solid flush punch on this little silly ass boy's face. Oh, it was such a perfect day in NBA history. Fine moment in that in that particular moment, man.
So yeah, if you're a fan and you out there watching the game, man, watch the game and shut the hell up. You know what I mean? Don't be disrespectful to these players. They got families, and most of all, they got pride.
Yeah,
and they got
to whip your ass, right? Get banned or get get suspended for a few games. Go ahead, pay their fines, and come back play like they didn't whoop your ass.
But look,
exactly. Like people forget that it ain't like Bama's gonna get charges and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You might be banned for life from the stadium, but you might end up getting these hands. They get hit for like what's that?
20,000 fine.
20,000. This motherfucker's a millionaire, B.
$2 to them.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
$2 fine.
That's just at some places.
Let me ask y'all, why does this seem to be such a disproportionate offense?
Why does it seem like it's a disproportionate offense?
Maybe I'm wrong, but why does it always seem like it's the black players being disrespected?
Because and see, let's how much time we got? I'm gonna chop this up real quick because a lot of the people who are close enough to do offensive things to them are white people that can afford those high expensive ass tickets, and then they look at you like you're nothing but a nigga that can play bounce a basketball and in some cases throw a football or whatever the case may be in the sport. You're nothing to them. You know what I mean? And a lot of it to me is jealousy because they wish they were you. You know, so in the case where you're out there doing your thing and because you are with the other team that has the other jersey and I got to represent for my city. No, it's all bullshit disguised and what their true intent is. And that's to call you a nigga behind your back. You know what I mean? So no, I don't. that's why I think it's done so often to black players than it is done white players. You know what I mean?
I can't really recall an incident where there's been a white player that's been disrespected on the court.
You haven't, and you won't. They'll get heckled like everybody else.
Yeah, but not. I'm talking about spat on and have beers thrown on. Like, I'm just saying. If there have been, somebody fact check and throw that shit in the comments. But yeah, it just seems to be a pretty disproportionate offense, man. What's up, good?
Yeah, I think so too. But anyway, so that's that. When it comes to the last series, Atlanta and New York. New York is being New York. The Knicks are the Knicks.
Hey, no, I gotta disagree. Because I like my man. Chicago.
Derrick Rose.
Derrick Rose is looking real good out there with them, man.
He is, but everybody else is reverting back to who we knew they were. That's the thing. RJ Barrett is average. He's an average player.
He is. He really is.
Randall is most improved, but Randall still has no real depth or experience in the playoffs.
Yeah. He need a heart check too. He definitely need a heart check.
And then you're gonna rely on Rose, who doesn't. He's a bench player now. You got him starting. That means he's putting extra wear and tear on his player. Stop it. I'm not saying that this is the way they play him. I'm not saying that he's a bench player.
Okay.
They're playing him off the bench, but now he starts and he's up there in age, and you're asking a lot of him at this age to try to carry you through. You know what I'm saying?
Off the bench.
And Frank Thibodeau has been known to burn his players out. That's a reason.
He already told him. He told D Rose that that's what he was going to do.
Yeah,
whatever he was basically like, whatever you can take, I'm gonna put it on you.
Yeah. So I don't see them making it through this round.
You stupid.
They win one game and they're happy. I'm playing the villain in a lot of my sports group and on Twitter because a lot of people are talking shit about my team. So I'm like, my misery loves company. Bring your ass.
You petty. You petty. You petty as shit, boy.
Petty. Oh. Can you nickname me? Can I be Cash, the lyrical Renaissance? Any of that shit, you can throw that name on me, dog. Super fucking petty. That's damn right. I'm petty as hell. Petty as hell. Real quick, Julio Jones. He was on the phone. His motherfucker. Shannon Sharp calls him on the phone while he's on the Undisputed Show and asked him about a situation in Atlanta. Now, it's speculated that he knew he was on live. He didn't know he was on live, but he basically said, yeah, I'm out of there. So Julio Jones is basically out of Atlanta, and he's looking to possibly link up with Russell Wilson in Seattle. And you put Russell Wilson with DK Metcalf and Julio Jones on the other side. Oh my,
bro! You could put me with Russell Westbrook, with Russell Wilson, and I might look decent, man. That dude is, that's gonna be nasty, man.
Yeah. So if it happens, it's gonna be something to watch.
But on the other end of that, I'll never see it happen because I don't watch NFL football, and I will continue to not watch NFL football. Why? Because this year they decided not to draft any players from historically black colleges or universities. If you think that was an accident, you're fucking mistaken. That shit was a fucking play. Fuck the NFL. But I will say, I do like to see superior athletes or superior athletes. And Russell Wilson with Julio Jones will be dope. I won't see it, but fuck the NFL.
Okay, then. All right. So yeah. That's that. Continue to watch the NBA.
I'm sorry.
Continue to watch the NBA. And next week, I got some more. It's so much stuff in sports that happened that I got so much to talk about. We're going to talk about Naomi Osaka's being fined now because she's not taking post-match interviews. And she had a very good point as to why. We're gonna chop that up next week on the show, God willing. And if the Lakers get put out, let me sip this Jack one more again.
Hey, so can I address something right quick? I know we over time, But my man Early just said Tim Tebow back, right? Let's address that right quick. So Tim Tebow is back in the NFL after sitting on his stupid ass for about 6+ years.
No, this minute.
Seven.
Eight.
Eight. Damn, get your fingers together, Yak. Yak got you over there.
I was hoping you didn't catch that.
You got Tim Tebow, dumbass. 8 years he been sitting on his ass. But Colin Kaepernick, who took a team to the fucking Super Bowl, he can't get a shot at shit. The NFL could give me the slow, sloppy. For real. I'm sorry. That might have been moderately inappropriate. I'm sorry. But I don't fuck with the NFL.
I was like, and on that note,
that possibly could have been a bit.
Man, take us out.
Wait a minute.
I'm just saying, man, dog, they got a lot of infractions, man. There's a lot of infractions by the NFL, man. Like that them two shits really pissed me off, man.
We can talk
them
about
last two joints, the Tim Tebow and the HBCUs, like dog. If there was ever a moment to posture, like they are posturing the fuck up, like that. Oh, we could talk about this forever. Yeah,
because I honestly can't. The HBCU is kind of hard to accept it as nefarious. The reason why is because you got to remember we came out of COVID. I'm tell you why, we came out of a COVID season. They ain't even play fucking football, dog. College. What HBCU football game take place?
Okay, so here's where we fuck this, man. We out. We in it. So you got Deion Sanders and another NFL great. Both went back coaching at HBCUs.
Yeah, Jackson State.
Which is going to draw superior collegiate superior high school at just listen. It's going to draw some of the athletes to their program. The NFL cannot have that. They can't even have the start of that shit. You see what they did to Tulsa. As soon as they see some great shit in the works, they burn that shit down. So what do? They take this opportunity to say, so NFL, black NFL retired superstars are going to go back to HBCUs and try to draw black players to HBCUs. Then we're going to freeze the HBCUs out this year. That wasn't no fucking COVID. Why did anybody get drafted then? There was no COVID. So you can't get not one player from HBCU, bro. That's posturing, dog. They saying, fuck this. If you don't want to come to these, because the NFL is tied in with the universities as well. They getting bread from that shit too. They not getting bread from HBCUs. So they intentionally trying to freeze them out. Fuck them. Fuck them.
Fuck
them.
Deion Sanders coaches at Jackson State. Okay. He hasn't had an official game yet. They've gone through spring practice. You can't draft from spring practice. Hold up, cuz. That's all I'm saying. Hold up. They didn't play a season. They did not play a season. Everybody that was drafted from the Division I colleges, they got drafted because they actually had a partial season. The HBCU did not. They didn't have anybody to look at. They're still eligible. Eligible. I'm telling you, they still eligible.
Fuck that. That sounds good. That sounds good. Like if you on ESPN, that is the greatest response that is great. It's PC. It is all inclusive.
You just brought up
that shit.
Deion Sanders. You just
That's
brought up
posturing, man. That's posturing, dog.
You just brought up primetime. Tell me what primetime's record is right now.
I don't care. They did not draft one player from HBCU. I don't care.
You got to care.
It don't matter.
You brought them up.
No, what I'm saying is, to me, I'm not saying it doesn't matter, I'm just saying, to me, that doesn't matter, because there's no way I'm going to believe that you could not find one player, even just to make it look good, even on some token shit, just to be PC. We're going to make sure we draft a player from HBCU to make sure this shit don't look fucked up. They didn't even do that. So they didn't even do privileged white man shit. They said, fuck that. We're not drafting nobody. You could, dog. Nah, man. It's an HBCU. It's all black people. You can close your eyes and pick the top athlete, and you're going to get something, man. Get the fuck out of here,
They
man.
don't operate. Nobody operates like that.
Let me say this real quick. So, I mean, yeah, like I keep it a buck. I really don't give a fuck about any of the last three reasons because the fact of the matter is they have a long history of shitting on us. So if you're still watching at this point, like, yo, we can't expect shit to change because at the end of the day, no matter what these motherfuckers do, motherfuckers is back watching on Sunday. So it's just like, yo, either you watching or you're not. You know what I mean? It really just, it's for me, it's that simple. And so, and I feel like, again, they've given us more than enough reasons to stop supporting them a long fucking time ago.
Next week we're gonna dig into this because I can draw the same parallel with NFL.
We don't have to,
but I can draw the same parallel.
Because
I can draw the same parallel with the NFL and the same hip hop we listen to. Let's really chop this up. I can draw, yes, fix your face, Sherm. I can draw the exact same parallel. The exact same parallel. If we really want to dig, let's dig. Next week. Y'all tune in next week. We 10 minutes over. Let's go.
We're gonna need to have a whole conversation because I don't even understand what you're saying.
I'm not making listen, I understand and I'm okay with people saying let's not do it because they've done this. Hip hop ain't that free either, brother. Hip hop is not without blood on their hands. Let's not act like it is. So it's different when you say, yeah, we not doing this because they did this. Watch what you say, because we really can do it. We can talk about it. And that's, in fact, let's talk about it. Let's really get into it next week. We 11 minutes over. Let's get into it next week.
All right, folks. So y'all make sure y'all tune in next week.
Yes, indeed.
That was fun.
Indeed.
Already, make sure you do that. Comment, all that good stuff. And
I hope y'all enjoyed that because that was a good.
Excuse me.
I'm sorry.
I wrap this shit up.
I'm sorry.
I'm saying, like, what's these niggas doing? What are they doing? You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to end this. So as I was saying, we will see y'all next week. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit all of those buttons. We appreciate the support. And make sure y'all tune in next week. All right. Peace.